feels heavy on my chest, and my strength is fading into dust. When the promises look distant like a dream I lost, you whisper softly in my spirit, child, just trust. Through every valley where my doubts were born, you stayed steady like the rising dawn. Before I breathed, you wrote a future full of hope. You held my heart together when I couldn't cope. Every storm I faced, you were standing near. Every tear I cried, you turned into prayer. Through every season, your voice remains. The God of Abraham still knows my name. God has not changed. Your love is still the same. The one who opens seasons, the one who breaks my chains. God has not changed. Your mercy never fades. The fire that led your people still lights my darkest days. Yesterday, today, forever you remain. My God has not changed. When the world keeps shouting what I'll never be, you remind me who you called me to become. You don't measure me by failures or the times I fail. You lift me higher with the truth you've always held. Mountains tremble at the power of your word, and every promise you have spoken will endure. You were faithful in the desert, faithful in the storm. You were faithful even now, unchanged since you were born. Every battle fought, you were by my side. Every broken piece you restored with time. Through every silence, your presence stayed. The God of Jacob still hears me pray. God has not changed. Your love is still the same. The one who opens seasons, the one who breaks my chains. God has not changed. Your mercy never fades. The fire that led your people still lights my darkest days. Yesterday, today, forever you remain. My God has not changed. You are the same who walked with Moses, the same who strengthened David's heart, the same who stood inside the furnace, the same who tore the veil apart. You are the same who calmed the waters, the same who healed with just one word, the same who raised the brokenhearted, the same unchanging faithful Lord. God has not changed, and I will praise your name. The one who carried me before will carry me again. God has not changed. Your truth forever stays. My hope, my refuge, my foundation that remains. Yesterday, today, forever you remain. My God has not changed. No, you never changed. You never changed. Forever faithful, forever the same. You've walked through nights that felt like they would never end, held your breath in battles no one else could understand. But every step inside the shadows, you were never alone. His footprints covered yours, even when you didn't know. When fear tried breaking you, he stood right beside. He carried pieces of your heart that you thought had died. He whispered courage when your voice was gone. He held your trembling hands until you could hold on. You didn't see him, but he was there. In every silence, in every prayer, The God who led the saints before is still the one who walks with you forevermore. When God walks with you, no darkness owns your name. The God who shut the lions' mouths is still the same. When God walks with you, your fear begins to fade. He turns the deepest wounds into the place you're remade. Step by step, His promise pulls you through. You're never on your own. When God walks with you. There were days you questioned if He really heard, when your tears were louder than your spoken words. But every cry that broke your spirit reached His throne. And every moment you felt lost, He was leading you home. He strengthens knees that thought they couldn't stand. He builds a future with His gentle hand. And even when the road feels steep and long, He fills the weakest heart with a warrior song. You didn't see Him, but He was close. In every fall, in every almost, the God who split the sea in two is still the one who parts the way ahead for you. When God walks with you, no darkness owns your name. The God who shut the lions' mouths is still the same. When God walks with you, your fear begins to fade. He turns the deepest wounds into the place you're remade. Step by step, His promise pulls you through. You're never on your own. When God walks with you, He stood with Daniel in the lion's den. He walked through fire with the faithful men. He gave weak hearts the strength to rise. He opened blinded eyes, and He's the same today. He's the same today. When God walks with you, your mountains start to move. The God who shaped the universe fights for you. When God walks with you, no valley can undo the destiny He wrote before He formed you in the womb. Step by step, His love keeps pulling you through. You're never on your own. When God walks with you, you're never on your own. He's walking with you. There were days you woke up broken, praying just to breathe. Nights you held your heart together so no one else would see. The pieces of your hope scattered on the floor, and dreams you thought were gone forever, gone for sure. But even in the silence where your faith felt thin, He was healing every wound you carried deep within. He saw the tears you never let fall. He heard the prayers you whispered when you felt too small. Nothing is wasted in His hands. He turns the ashes into plans. The God who made dry bones arise still brings the dead to life. He is still the God who restores, the one who opens every locked and broken door. restores. Oh, He restores. Your God restores. You've been fighting shadows no one else can see, silent wars inside your chest you never meant to keep. You've carried heavy burdens on a trembling spine, trying to win the battles that were never yours to fight. But heaven saw every moment you felt afraid, every sleepless night you whispered that you might break. And just when strength was running low like fading fire, God stepped in and held the pieces of your tired desire. You don't have to stand alone, you don't have to be so strong. The one who conquered every storm has been with you all along. Your battle belongs to God, He fights for you when you can't even lift your voice. Your battle belongs to God, and every giant falls when heaven makes a choice. The God who stood with Gideon still stands with you. The one who silenced armies will carry you through. Lay down your fear, lift up your heart. Your battle belongs to God. Your battle belongs to God. You've looked at walls that felt too tall to climb, wondered if your prayer was reaching Him in time. But every tear was counted like a sacred seed. Every broken cry was heard by the King of Kings. He never asked you to win it all alone. He never meant for you to fight without His throne. You may feel small, but you are held by mighty hands, the same that built the stars and shaped the lands. You don't have to win today, you only need a little faith. The God who leads the weak to stand still moves with power when you raise your hands. Your battle belongs to God, He fights for you when you can't even lift your voice. Your battle belongs to God, and every giant falls when heaven makes a choice. The God who stood with Gideon still stands with you. The one who silenced armies will carry you through. Lay down your fear, lift up your heart. Your battle belongs to God. He's the fire that goes before you, He's the shield that stands around you, He's the strength that lifts you higher. He's the whisper in the fire, He's the river in the desert, He's the calm within the pressure, He's the promise that endures. He's faithful, always sure. Your battle belongs to God, and when you feel surrounded, He surrounds your fear. Your battle belongs to God, and what was meant to crush you will disappear. The God who broke the prison chains will break them now. The one who lifts the humble will lift you from the ground. Lift up your eyes, your victory has already been won. Your battle belongs. You've been staring at a mountain that refuses to move, a wall so high it makes you question what is true. You prayed with trembling hands, believing all you could, but the silence made you wonder if He ever would. Yet every moment you felt weakness breaking in, He was standing closer than your very skin. The God who spoke creation with a single breath still holds the power to revive what feels like death. He hasn't changed, He never will. His promises stand unshaken still. The God who led His people through is lifting every stone for you. God still moves mountains. He breaks the chains that fear has bound. God still moves mountains. He lifts you up when you are falling down. The one who made the oceans part still fights the battles in your heart. Hold your faith, He's working even when you doubt it. God still moves mountains. You carry memories that whisper you're not strong, or battles from your past saying you don't belong. But God has always turned the weakest into flame. He builds a warrior from the ashes of your pain. The same hands that steadied Peter on the waves are reaching out to you when courage fades. He sees the tears you tried to hide from everyone and turned your silent cries into a rising song. He hasn't changed, He never will. His mercy stands unshaken still. The God who raised the dead to breathe still moves the mountains you can't see. God still moves mountains. He breaks the chains that fear has bound. God still moves mountains. He lifts you up when you are falling down. The one who made the oceans part still fights the battles in your heart. Hold your faith, He's working even when you doubt it. God still moves mountains. He moves the mountains of sorrow, the mountains of shame, the mountains of waiting, the mountains of pain. He moves what seems impossible. He moves what seems immovable. The God who never changes still makes miracles beautiful. God still moves mountains, and every tear you cried was never lost. God still moves mountains. He's turning every season into purpose and hope. The God who stood with Abraham still stands with you. The one who shaped the sunrise will carry you through. Step by step you're rising, though you've lived without it. God still moves mountains. Yes, He moves, and He will move again for you. There were nights you cried alone, wondering if He heard. You searched for answers in the quiet, but silence was the only word. You held your breath through storms that felt too strong to stand, and every fear whispered loudly you were on your own again. But even when your faith felt small as dust, God was closer than the memories you forgot to trust. He walked beside you in the shadows you called pain. He carried you through every moment you thought you were afraid. You didn't see Him, but He stayed. You didn't feel Him, but He made a shelter in the valley you thought would last, a healing in the wounds of your past. He never left you, not for a second, not for a breath. He held your heart when you thought there was nothing left. He never left you, not in the darkness nor in the test. The God who stood with Israel still stands in your steps. Even when you wandered, even when tried to carry battles never meant for you. You tried to fight with hands that only he could move. But every time you reached the end of all your strength, he showed you mercy that could stretch for any length. Your breaking wasn't failure, it was where he came to rebuild the pieces that had forgotten their name. He lifted burdens you were never meant to own. He turned your lonely seasons into seeds he'd grown. You didn't see him, but he cared. You didn't feel him, but he repaired the shattered places you thought would stay. He whispered hope into your grave. He never left you, not for a moment, not through the flame. He held your tears as if each one had a name. He never left you, not in the heartbreak nor in the shame. The God who rescued Daniel still moved the same. Even when you doubted, even when you yelled, he never left you. He knows you well. He stood with Job in the ashes, stood with Paul in the chains, stood with Ruth on the borders, stood with Hannah through pain, stood with David in caves, stood with Israel through waves, and he's standing with you now in ways you'll understand someday. He never left you. Through every valley your heart survived. The God who breathed creation leads your life. He never left you, not when your hope was running dry. He carried you with everlasting eyes, even when you didn't see what he would do. He never left, he walked you through. He never left.